It's July 2018, it's stormy at the end of July, and I'm discovering Brighton and Hove on foot and the areas. And I'm starting in Hove, heading east.
Been on holiday, talking all the way to you. 'Cause every fascination comes with a price in your heart. Do you like to say that you don't like to have fun? You can't say that I'm so bad all the time.
I get the urge to shout and cry. Life is grim and nothing's alright. I've been to Brighton a few times now, and I think it's probably one of the best examples on how a city or a town or a new city should be run in the UK. It's very open-minded and it caters for a lot of diversity across the board, where some cities and towns don't in the country, and different standards of behaviour. People come from all over the world to find themselves in Brighton before they travel on to other countries. So the west end of Brighton is called Hove. That's why the city is called Brighton and Hove.
Tonight, it's alright. I've been on holiday, talking all the way to you. 'Cause every fascination comes with a price in your heart.
Brighton, like Bristol, has a lot of graffiti. If you find it in the right places, graffiti in the right places is most of it is quite nice, but it can be a mess if it's in the wrong places and it's not very well done. And that spoils it for everybody and sets a bad example for everybody else. The conditions aren't easy, not good for sunbathing, obviously. It's great for surfing, and you get tremendous highs with the irons in the air. And it's healthy air as well. So those people I was just looking at are doing a demonstration, or meditation demonstration, about the killing of religious people in China. So what I was trying to say is people from certain religious sections in China are being killed and their organs are being used for research and for transplant, and that's what those people are demonstrating against. So this bandstand is called the Birdcage, and it's run and owned by Brighton and Hove City Council. Of course, Brighton's famous for its piers, and it's got two piers. One's been burnt down and been left as a sort of monument in the bay, and then you've got the main pier, which is a great tourist attraction in the southeast of England. Brighton waterfront at weekends. It's a night of activity with runners, other sports, basketball and football, beach football and all sorts of things going off here, which is great. And it's also great for the arts. The photography club of Brighton, which is what I've called before, has got an exhibition on the waterfront in 2018 as well. Even though it's windy, people are taking advantage of the bit of humour. Well, at the end of July, the last thing I need a reminder of is Christmas, and everywhere in Brighton and probably across the UK is now starting to promote Christmas offers and festivals and things like that. So the 360-degree object I was looking at is owned by British Airways, and money raised by that will help to regenerate the local area. Brighton's Fishing Museum.
Bye, mate.
weekend they'll have Gay Pride in Brighton, which is one of the biggest in the country, which lasts 2 days. It goes up into the old town on the Sunday, and then they have the parade on the Saturday. I'll be travelling to Europe on the 8th, so I'll probably have to miss it, even though I booked the hostels. So I'll have to try and recoup my funds somewhere along the line. So this is the new pier, which is the main tourist attraction in Brighton. Well, with warning signs up telling people to keep out the sea, rather than me attempting to keep out the sea in this weather. You're one with the elements, and nature has control over you, and human being. So I'd rather play safe than sorry. That's the London, 2017.
Sì, y salgo y mi madre. ¿Qué está pasando? Ah, que no entró.
So it's been all year on Brighton Pier. Very old school British seafront. An old friend of mine called Del Jackson used to be in this turret gypsy caravan on the waterfront, or on the pier, and now she lives in Plymouth. one in the right, just the wind's in the right direction. Yeah, we got dragged out, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a clip a little bit you have to have an app on your mobile phone, and I can't get my head around the apps. Too technical for me, I'm afraid. So I go to the bike hire shops in Brighton, and there's a few of those, and you can Google them. One's on the waterfront, one's by the station. So Brighton is one of the rare cities with a beach train. I've never been on this one, but it looks quite interesting. The last one I went on was in Costa de Cabrique in Lisbon a few weeks ago. Just had a nice African man try to give me a leaflet saying that there will be a new beginning with Christ and he's coming back. But I gave it him back because I believe that a lot of religious views are outdated and came from a tribal mentality in the first place. And principles of religion is great because it's all about respecting and caring for each other and everybody else and understanding people for who they are. But the Bible, by individuals, is twisted so much that it becomes homophobic, becomes sexist, and wars are made on the back of it. The most war-torn countries in the world, and the most biblical, which tells me that it's probably a tribal way of thinking. And if Jesus hadn't died on the cross, or the man that called himself Jesus hadn't died on the cross, he wouldn't have been remembered so much. So he basically became a martyr. And people like that, religious figures like that, were rife in those days because it's before proper forms of modern days of communication. So everything was written down, and everybody has their own agenda behind what they're writing, and I do behind my work, of course. It gets distorted, twisted, and people make it what they want out of it. And in the most it's like last weekend. I went to 2 weekends ago. I went to a Pride event, and there's a Bible basher coming out with incredibly homophobic remarks in Bristol, and that's not what religion's about, surely. I was brought up in the church, fell out with the church because I saw a lot of hypocrisy in the church when I was young, but I still had the values based around that, thanks to my mother, which is about respecting, caring and understanding people who they are, not taking advantage of each other for our own gain. I try not to anyway. My work is all about seeing people for who they are. Well, I try not to listen to the news in the morning. I happened to get back from Lisbon a month ago because I listen to the news in the UK is to bombardments and negatives and put downs of the people and the population. And I was talking to a German lady on a bus yesterday coming down to Bristol, and she pointed that out before I even said anything. She thought the British media compared with other media or the press, and she's a journalist anyway, what she works in publishing. She told me that it's just an overload of negativity and put downs in the UK. And listening to the news this morning, that's exactly what I was listening to, saying the police hadn't got enough resources in the UK, and yet what I've seen in places where I've seen, it's too much resources that's causing the problem. It's over control of the population that's causing a lot of the friction. Instead of letting people go on with their life. And then they go to Pride events and then say that they're giving people freedom of speech and expression and promoting diversity. That's not what I've seen in the UK compared with areas of Europe, that's for sure. And going back to what I was just saying, the people that are trying to control us are no better than the people they're trying to control. And if you look at them, sometimes they're quite a lot worse as well. So it's an absolute farce. So it's stifling not just freedom of speech, but creativity and the potential of fulfilling their full lives. But yesterday, coming down to Brighton on the megabus, I was really impressed because somebody I knew from Plymouth was actually starting a sing-song, which lasted most of the trip down to Victoria Coach Station in London, and it involved a lot of the Germans singing 1960s and 1970s songs, and I recorded a bit on my Galaxy phone, which might be able to get out on, well, it's definitely on Facebook, but I don't think I'll be able to get it on the videos here, which is a shame, but it was very impressive, and we were all happy when we got down to Brighton. So that's Brighton Pier, and this is the famous Brighton Naturist Beach. Very cobbly, and it's all in little shelves, so you can get sheltered from the main road. Quite a long walk, it's nice. Wow, and what a stormy day it was too. And that was part one. This has been a Kris Summerfield video 2018. You can contact me at ccsfilter12@hotmail.com, and if you can help to sponsor my videos, you can PayPal me at ccsfilter1@gmail.com. Thanks for watching the video.
Is every fascination